Well, here I am again, folks, overlooking the city, downtown, Deerfoot, and further ahead, the Bow River. So, yep. And I'm also looking at that sign. You know, the thing about me traveling across Canada, both biking it and walking it, oh, I don't know, man. What would I think about now, eh? If I had those thoughts in my head. I had them 11 years ago. Wow. I mean, really. This is what, February the 8th, 2017. Back then. Whew. I had those thoughts in my head. The least I could do was walk it. You know, it was back then a little over a month for me to go. 1 month, I was thinking. What can happen? Would I be able to get over the first hill? Let alone the Coquihalla, let alone the prairies, let alone the woods of northern Ontario, the cities of Ontario, Quebec, into the Maritimes. I had no idea. But I had a purpose, I had a reason. You know, back then, it was to fight against cancer. And I thought to myself, every step that is taken is a step towards a cure. Every single step. And I thought about those steps. And, you know, I think physically I meant it. Metaphorically I meant it. I meant all the possible steps that you could take. And for me, the physical part of it ended in 15 million steps across Canada. But I was doing it for prevention, research, and awareness. You know, the prevention side of it I put forward. You know, I put out there. If that was the only thing I achieved was to talk about the prevention side of it, it was worth it. You know, and I kept saying to people, you know, that what I was doing was the least I could do with the most. You know, the least I could do was walk. The most I could do is try to make it across Canada. And I did. I did, people, which is something else, you know. And I did it for a reason, I did it for a purpose. On the prevention side of it, to encourage people to get out and get moving. And I just posted today on my website some statistics, some that I knew, you know, maybe one I didn't. I heard this statistic long ago about the cost of inactivity in Canada. I believe the stat came from 2009, and that statistic said that it cost Canadians $7 billion. That's with a B, $7 billion in costs, you know, for hospital care, for lost time at work, you know, all accumulates to about $7 billion. That was 2009. I don't imagine those costs going down much. I really don't. But the statistic that I heard, even throughout the world, was quite extensive too. If I can remember, I think it's 68.5 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Check my website, find out. I posted it there. But I just got that sense today. That is just from people being inactive, and when they're considering inactive, I don't think they're considering, you know, you working at work or whatever. I mean, maybe it is into some of it, but when they're talking about inactivity, they're talking about not really getting out and exercise and doing something really physical wise. That time away, that time for yourself, that moment of reflection and to relax and everything. And yeah, while you're relaxing, you're physical and you're accomplishing something. You know, I knew it back then, I know it now, that going out and moving makes you feel better. Physically, mentally, sharper. Booyah. But to think if we all got a little bit more active. And you know, I broke it down, I did some math as well, and all that they're really talking about, they said 150 hours a week is what a person should be exercise, physical. That breaks down to about 21 minutes a day. You know, the average sitcom is maybe 22 minutes when you exclude the commercials. But I think, you know, I think most people get a lot of their physical activity when they're watching television is actually those commercial breaks. And it is just basically walking to the washroom, grabbing a bag of potato chips, and sitting back down on the couch. You know, for a lot of people. Shouldn't be that way. Excuse me. But that is the way. You know, I don't know if I can make an impact. I'll know I'll make some, I hope. You know, I'm out to move all Canadians, and I'm hoping, you know, by example, Canada can go out and move the world the same way. You know, maybe knock that number down from 68 billion or our number at $7 billion and accomplish something. You know, so it isn't a month and so to go, but you know, I'm basically 4 months and some change to go, and a lot needs to happen for me to go out and do it, and to make it from town to town, community to community, and hopefully bring people out and encourage them to get moving. You know, put less strain on the health system and put more towards your own health. Well, that is what I'm looking for. And I know myself, I almost lost my leg when I was 15. I try to avoid the hospital, and this physical activity has really, really greatly reduced it. You know, I think we say running here and running there, you know, when we hop in a car. But I'm not running to the hospital. I'm running out here. It shocks me and amazes me that I'm really beating the odds, to me. But also I think the odds are on, you know. If those are the statistics, and if that's the odds of that we're putting out there, we can easily change it. Dedicate 22 minutes. I'm out here. What I dedicated today, I dedicate $1. Oh, I gotta crunch numbers, but I bet you it's 75 cents per Canadian to bring down that cost. You know, I say bring it up to $1 like I bring it up to $1. If you go out and you do a 20-minute jog or something during the day, or a 2-hour bike ride or something like that, just go home and throw $1 in, and maybe we can put that towards something. You know, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that for a cause. I'm putting my activity to try to help the less able find their ability. Give them an opportunity to do the activities that they desire. It'll make it easier for them to do that struggle of remaining fit. You know, I think that's what I'm doing. Like I am every day that I'm out here exercising, I'm putting $1. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Somebody's saying hi to me here. There's exercise. Right for the bags of chips. I don't know whose dog that is. But there's a couple of them. And, you know, find yourself a dog. Find yourself a neighbor's dog. See, the bag of chips in there, for me, is to help me keep energy, especially out in these cold days. Perfect timing, dogs. Sweet. But, yeah, I should get going. Yeah, that's awesome. You don't even have to ask a dog to get out and run and have fun. I wish, that's what I'm trying to do. Grab a dog, neighbors, there you go. Grab your neighbor's dog. Get out and move. But I'll leave it at that. And again, one more time, the more we move, I think as you see, dogs got the message. The more we move others. Although those others may not move as fast as we do, but at least we need to encourage them. They're back, folks.